So, ladies and gentlemen, it comes with a battery. Now, don't be dumb. And it's like whenever you buy your brand new phone and it shows that it's halfway charged, and you start utilizing your phone immediately because you're so excited and you just can't hide it, and you start using your phone, and then after about 2 weeks, you realize that your phone is no longer keeping a charge. Well, gee, I wonder why. It's because you didn't read the instructions, and it states, please charge your battery to the fullest capacity before utilizing your product, okay? It's the same thing with these things. If you don't charge them all the way before you utilize them, then you're going to start having problems with batteries. That's why it's very important that you register your product, because unlike other products, this product here has a 5-year warranty for the tool itself and a 3-year warranty for the batteries. Now, unfortunately, because I have so many tools, sometimes you forget to register all your products. Now, I will be registering this product immediately after this video, because if something ever happens and you need a replacement on the battery, Eagle will give you no problems whatsoever. So as long as you register your product, download your receipt onto their website, that way if you ever have a problem in the future, they'll be able to go on to with your phone number affiliated with your registration, and immediately they'll be able to pick up the receipt that you paid for to prove that you paid for that at a Home Depot or the big box store, wherever you got your product from. This product also came with a fast rapid charger. The model number for this here is CH2100. And this is what it looks like, guys. As you can see here, it was braided up really nice and pretty. And you just slide your battery like so. And then whenever you plug it in, it's going to turn different colors there. Now, because this one's already been fully charged, you notice that there's a little green blinking. Once that is fully solid green, then that'll notify you that it's fully charged. Now, right here, you see this? You press that button here. I'm going to take it off. If you press this little button right here, it should stay green. That means that it's fully charged. That's another way you can tell that your battery is fully charged. Now, when it turns yellow or orange or even red, that means that you only got so many minutes before it's completely dead. If it's red, that means you are almost completely out of juice and you need to immediately put your battery on the charger and let it charge. Now, as you can see here, I have a couple of these batteries. I actually have a total of 5 or 6. Now, what happened, and the reason I bought a new weed eater, is because I have a weed eater that's probably going on 4 or 5 years, and I never registered that one. In fact, that was before I started doing my videos and being very always telling people that they need to register the batteries. That was one that I did not register, and therefore I was not able to get it serviced or fixed, simply because I failed to do so. Now, this one, as soon as I hang up with you guys today, I'm going to register my video immediately. So inside this was, of course, the battery, which came in this little box here. Okay, as you can see here, it comes just a regular cardboard box. It comes with some twang, one little, what is that, a Phillips? No, it's an Allen wrench screwdriver. That's for your components that come with the weed eater. And, of course, it comes with the instructions. And then inside the box, you have your little handle here, which is what that little nut's for. And it goes up on here. And then you also have this plastic guard. And this protects your legs or your knees whenever you're working around your yard and that twang starts kicking them rocks everywhere and whatnot. This will protect you. Now, I don't work always that great, so, you know, make sure you wear your goggles, your safety goggles, and some 501s or whatever pants, nonetheless. But like I said before, you know, a lot of people complain because they buy these $1,000 phones, an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy. And one thing I cannot stress enough, charge your battery to the fullest capacity before even utilizing or turning on your power, because if you don't, and you fail to do so, after about a month or 2 months, maybe even a little bit longer, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, your phone will no longer keep a charge. And then you ask yourself, Mommy, my brand new iPhone no longer keeps a battery charge. Why? Well, dummy, if you read the instructions, it tells you charge your battery before using your tools. So just remember that, guys. Same thing with any of these products. Always charge your battery to the fullest capacity. So I'm going to put this together and we'll go from there, and I'm going to go step by step on how to put this together. Alright guys, so here you have this little thingamajigger, and all you're going to do is open it up. See that? You're just going to bring it straight up like this. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and take off all your little papers that are like this one. Take this off. And then there's another one down here. And that one comes right off. And then you're going to get this portion here. Now, if you're not too sure on how to put this together, look at the instructions. I'm pretty sure it'll tell you how to do it. So you're going to open this up like this, okay? Okay. You're going to pull this out like this. And this comes with a little tool. You see these little thingamajiggers here? You're going to unscrew that and you're going to put it onto this little bar. Set it at the area that you want it, so whenever you start weed eating, this will be perfectly in your capacity of working. So it looks like you don't need any tools to put this together. So first thing I'm going to do is put my phone where it don't slide. Take this out of the little thing. Okay, now right here, on the silver portion, there's some little holes here. This is where this thing is going to go on. So let's go ahead and put this on. So that just goes on like that, and then you just screw in the little screws inside of here. Now I will tell you that the plastic on these things, I mean, it's just plastic. It seems like a little hard plastic. I don't really care for plastic, but it is what it is. And so you want to make sure you tighten these all the way in. You screw it all the way until it stops screwing, okay? pretty long screws here. Okay, that is on. Now on your weed eater guard, there's that little piece of blue tape. Make sure you remove that blue tape. Because then that will prevent your string from, or your twine from being fully exposed to this razor. Because what this does is it allows you to, if you put your twine a little bit too long and you have to you're working and this thing will actually cut your twine to keep it from hitting your plastic guard, because this thing is strong enough that it will tear this sucker up. And so this little razor portion here will actually cut this twine to keep from your twine hitting your plastic, thus damaging your plastic guard on your weed eater. Next, this right here, once you swing it up like that, you have this little screw, and that screw is going to go on this side where your hole is, where you can actually screw your head up in there, I mean your screwdriver, and that'll keep your bar from folding on you. So then you use the little tool that they provide, and you just screw that little sucker all the way in. Well, maybe this ain't it. Seems like it's too small or too big. It's got to be it. That just don't make no sense here. Let's try doing it this way. I don't see it going in this way. But maybe I just don't see why that would go this way and not the other way. So I've got it started. Let's go ahead and flip the screw around and see if it goes in now that I kind of open up the threads on this side. There it goes. Well, that was true and correct to say that the little blue tape that's on this screw definitely needs to be removed before installing your screw head, which I did not do, but I've already got it started by threading the opposite end and opening up the threads. So I'm assuming you're probably going to have to do the same thing, because this side of the hole is big enough for this head of the screw to go inside the hole, so it would be nice and flush as the other one is. And I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. Okay, so you see right in here, that's the head part. And if you take a little close look on the other side, if I did it the other way, that head wouldn't have gone through that hole. So I automatically assumed that this is the correct way. And I didn't read the instructions, guys, so if you start having some little problems, make sure you read your directions. But back to this. So what I did is I put it into this end first, and the reason I did that is so that it would open up the threads. So whenever I put it in on the area that it's supposed to go in, which is the opposite side, now you have a flush head inside your chamber of this metal piece here that holds or sustains the shaft of the weed eater. So next we're going to put on our handle so that you can hold your weed eater at your comfortable position. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so the tool that they provided, if you look right here, these screws come out of these little holes here. So this little thing pops off. Now be careful that you don't drop this, because these nuts will fall out of the holes, and you don't want your nuts to fall out of the hole. Okay, so anyways, I removed all these so that we can put the bar or the handle on the position that I want it, because I am a short Hispanic Mexican. Okay, and I want to be able to be comfortable whenever I do my weed eating. So I'm going to go ahead and find a good position, and then I'm going to screw them and put the nuts back on, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so what I did is I ended up putting it about, I don't know, 4 inches from the trigger, because that's where I like it and I find it comfortable for me. So I learned that it's a lot easier if you put one up here and one diagonally straight across in an angle, so that whenever you get them started, if you put too many threads in the screw into the nut, you're going to have problems with it. So it took me about 3 minutes to put it together, because of the fact that I was putting too many threads on it. So I would recommend putting just enough where it screws onto that nut. And once you get it screwed into the nut, then you should do the rest of them, okay? So anyways, here is what it looks like all together, all assembled properly. And as you can see here, there is your head of your weed eater. And here is your little triggering mechanism right here. Of course, you have to hold this button here whenever you weed eat in order to turn the trigger. That's a safety mechanism. So if you're not pressing on that, you can't accidentally press this, thus striking yourself on the leg or whatever. If you're clumsy like me, you won't have that problem. So anyways, it's all put together, and I'm going to put the battery and we'll give it a swing, okay? Another thing I wanted to emphasize is this tool right here. I've got 1,000,000 Allen wrenches, but this one here is long enough so that when you put it in the hole, you'll be able to put it in the nut, okay? Now, they probably make them like this on some places like Aces or Higginbotham's or even Walmart. But this one here is perfect. That came with this tool specifically so you can get to the areas that you need to get to, because you can't use this end where you're screwing in this handlebar portion because it gets too difficult. So make sure you don't lose this and keep it in an area where you know, and only you know where it's at. Okay, so then all you're going to do is you're going to get your battery. There's only one way that it goes in. As you can see there, there's a little 4 grooves down at the bottom, and up here you have your 4 little grooves at the top. So all you're going to do is you're going to get the battery and you're going to slide it in the shaft like that and make sure it clicks. If it don't click, it's not going to work. These Eagle batteries are very great for commercial usage. They work just as good as gas. Don't let no one fool you out there, especially these people that's been in the lawn and garden services for years. They try to talk me into not buying one of these things, but I'll tell you what, this is the best investment I have ever done in my entire life. Now, I also own a Milwaukee weed eater, but it's a multi-tool. It's called the Milwaukee Lock, and you can actually put a weed eater or a straight edge or whatnot. But since I already had this platform, I went ahead and bought the weed eater, and I'm going to send in my other batteries. So by the time I send my other batteries in, I will get an additional 3 brand new batteries, because some of those I did register and they're still under warranty. That way I will have a total of 5 batteries. So now I have the weed eater, the lawnmower, and the edger, enough to do, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 lawns, maybe 6 or 7 a day, just depending on how fast you are. So let's go ahead and give this thing a ring, see how it sounds. Again, there is a little lock mechanism right here. Oh yeah, listen to that. Oh yeah, baby. So guys, I just wanted to tell you thank you for watching my videos. I am not sponsored by Eagle whatsoever. I will tell you that them, along with Milwaukee and DeWalt on some instances, have probably the best power tools, outdoor power tools that a man can buy. They're a little more expensive, but in the long run, guys, I promise you, if you invest your money and you buy, you know, like let's say you do 4 or 5 yards a day, or maybe you want to find your son or your daughter something to do during the summer, you know, invest on these products. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive. Yes, they might be a little bit over your budget, but I promise you, once you do it, you're going to be glad you do it. Okay, because the main thing is not having to buy gas anymore, not having to buy mixed oil and mix your oil with your gas and figure out the ratio and all that good stuff. Or you don't even have to buy regular 1030 for your motor oil to put in your motor. You no longer have to deal with that anymore. It's charge your battery. Normally what I'll do is I'll have all my batteries charged, and whenever I go to the job site, I just slide in my batteries and I'm ready to go almost within instantaneously. So it's definitely worth the time, it's definitely worth the money, and it's definitely worth investing it into these products. Again, if you like my video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Please also share. If you have any questions, please comment on the link below. And if there's anything you guys want to know from me, just ask me the question and put it on the comments below. I will tell you another thing. Again, I stress, register your products, because if something ever happens and you don't register your products. Now, here's how Eagle has it. If you go onto eagle.com, there's going to be a warranty registration or whatever. You're going to go register your product, and then it's going to ask for a receipt. Then you go and you download the receipt onto their website. Because if you're like me, you know, I have probably 10,000 receipts on a yearly basis. and I can't keep up with all my receipts. Now, I wish every company incorporated this into their mainframes of their computers, because what happens then, if you have an issue with your weed eater and maybe it's just not working, or maybe your battery just died on you and there's no more live cells in it, well, then all you got to do is go back onto the website, look for that particular product that you registered, and it'll be there immediately. Once you create your account and you do your password, you'll be able to register all your products, and they'll all pop up, and it'll ask you, do you want to do a warranty claim or whatever, and you go and you click on your put a check mark on your dialog box, and it'll take you through the steps, and it'll also have the picture of your receipt that you purchased at that particular time of that particular year at that particular place. And you won't have to go back and scrounge up the receipt and hope to God that you find it, okay? So again, I stress that you register your products and buy top of the line products, because at the end, it's going to save you money and it's going to save you time. If you like this video, please subscribe. And there's a little icon with a clock or an alarm. Anytime I upload a video, you'll be able to get first bids at watching my video. And so I appreciate you guys. And you know, since it's almost summer, we don't want that coronavirus on those on those grass blades, okay? If that coronavirus falls on one of those little bitty grass blades, guys, you're going to get affected. And so many people have been stressing the coronavirus. And our pastor preached today about not being fearful. You know, we're covered by the blood of the Lamb, guys, and God is our protector. He is our provider, and He will take good care of us. Don't go out and buy a bunch of toilet paper and take away from the people that really need it, from the elders. Think about them. One of my daughters went to Walmart today to find formula for her baby, and they had no formula. My cousin did the same thing. He went over to Walmart in Midland, and some guy had like 5 cases of formula. All they needed was just 1 case of formula. So that is being very, very selfish, and you're taking away from the people that really need it. I know you might have kids out there or babies and you want to feed them, but come on, guys. You know, we're living in the world right now that is evil and very selfish and very self-centered. And, you know, when you have love in your heart and you share the love, like you're going to share this video with everyone else so that I can be a very good YouTuber and people will know about me. Just be mindful of other people. Again, please like, subscribe. Any questions, go in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next video. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and have a great night or the rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.